They are so ready to go out the window. It's not time yet. You guys are not going to get to go out today. I have to go put Flea and Tick stuff on the outdoor catio. We're not going out. Everybody just hang on. They're going to be so mad at me. Doc, you're going to be mad, aren't you, buddy? I'm going to show you what I use out here around the catio. I spray this once a week, and then I let it dry 24 hours before I let the cats out. And I have found no fleas or ticks on the cats. So what I do is just spray everything down. Let me get this turned on. Just spray everything down like that. And it smells, it's natural. It smells like mint, kind of. Mint, and I can't tell that other smell. But I spray everything down, especially around the bottom. Let me see. There we go. Spray these baseboards that I have down here. There we go. And then I kind of spray over here. This dirt on the hill. And it seems to be working. I have had no problems with fleas and ticks. But this is what it's called. And I don't put it on the cats. It says you can. I just put it out here. Hello. Good morning, everybody. I'm getting ready to walk down and have an egg and a piece of bacon with Robert. Just getting up and about. It is a beautiful day. Look at that sky. Cannot beat it. Beautiful, beautiful day. Yep, gonna go have a egg and a slice of bacon with Robert. And see how he's doing today. I sure like this bark I put down, and I think it's going to look really good when I put it on this side as well. Yes, I'm loving it. Really, really liking it. Oh my gosh, I can't believe the weather. It's excellent. Bad thing about this time of year is starting to get where we can't even use like any gas motors like for weed eating. Another month and we probably won't be able to use them because of the fire dangers. Right now we can. I thought that was that is a poison oak. Look how tall that sucker is. Look at that. He's trying to reach out and grab me. That poison oak, I've never seen as much poison oak. You guys have seen in my past videos and I talk about it a lot, but it is just overwhelming here. I need to weed eat this area here. Mesa and I, we weed eated that area around the solar panels. And now Mesa's working on the hill part of it. It sure is pretty here this time of year though. Sure is pretty. I see a lot of trees that are ready to come down. It costs so much to get a tree cut though. We have a chainsaw, but not big enough for these big trees. Oh yeah, Mesa's got all this weed eated through here. I really want to get one of those weed eaters that are on wheels. You know, the big heavy duty weed eaters. It's like you push it like a lawnmower. That would be ideal for this property. Would be ideal. Then we could get all of this stuff. There's no way you can do it by hand. None of us are young and strong enough to do it. Young enough and strong enough to do it all just by a hand weeder. But those one on wheels, we could get quite a bit done. And, you know, a couple of hours a day. But we need to slice up these trees that are down and stack that wood. A lot of this wood we can't really sell for firewood because it's not ideal firewood. It's not like madrone or oak. You know, it's pine, fir, stuff like that. But we could always stack it up and give it away. All right, I'm gonna get off here and go have an egg with Robert. Look at that. Robert made me an egg and bacon. He's a good cook. Say good morning, Robert.
Good morning.
Robert. He's using my pan that I got rid of. He really likes it. I got a new pan. I think I showed you guys. But anyway, all right, I'm gonna get off here and eat my breakfast. See you in a few. These onions are looking pretty good. Be able to use them pretty soon. And the potatoes, no matter where I planted them, took off so well. Heck yeah. This little Gary tree's doing pretty good. I didn't think it was going to come back because it just stayed, the brown leaves stayed, but it came back really fast. It just stayed brown when everything else started sprouting, but I guess it takes longer. These are Gary oaks or white oaks, but it kept it. The leaves never fell off, the old ones. I can pull them off, but yeah, pretty little tree for sure. If you know what they're called, let me know down in the comments. It's kind of a viney plant, see it? But they're pretty, for sure. See, there's a real close-up of them right there. And it's vined through that dead bush. I was gonna cut that bush, but I'm keeping those, so I'm just gonna leave it. But I weed-eated all this stuff. Looks pretty good. It's not a real neat weed eat, but I just want to keep it green, and this keeps erosion from happening. So yeah, I did all this. Looking good. So here, I'm going to be putting that red bark like I did over there, and see all this little poison oak that's popping up? It'll kill all that and keep it gone. And I believe that is a white oak bush there. But I need to get these logs rolled over to line my walkway with, but these are just real heavy. I need to cut them and roll them over. I love how thick the grass came in here on the hill that I transplanted. So I can keep this is all water up here, you know, but I can keep this area green and it stops erosion, like I said, on the hill. There's more poison oak coming up right there. Jeez. I was just watching Sad Tapirs. They had a short about poison oak. If you guys don't know Sad Tapirs, go check them out. But they're short. She was dressed head to toe, covered, so no poison oak would touch her. And what they do is they pull it and then lay cardboard and rocks over it. But I'm even scared to pull it. I love all these ferns growing right through here, though. I really like that. I want to try to not touch that. But I like the ferns and the madrones growing right there. All right, got along the ditch back here. So got all that chopped down. It was about that tall. I'm not going to do that part today. I'm getting tired. But as you can see, it was pretty tall.
ground elk meat with a bunch of vegetables. I'm going to add some cabbage to it and some diced roasted tomatoes and some tomato paste. And I'm going to make like a vegetable, cabbage, elk meat soup. Ooh-wee, look at those roasted tomatoes, man. They smell so good. All right, I just used coleslaw mix. I had some leftover coleslaw mix I put in there. And I also added some more veggies like peas and carrots. And the coleslaw mix is really just a filler. I'm trying to make a thick, hearty soup. I put tomato paste, those fire tomatoes, fire roasted tomatoes, zucchini, onion. I put jalapeno, carrots, peas, zucchini. I think that's it. Oh, and bell pepper. And I'm just gonna make me a soup. Lid on, and we're gonna let it simmer for a while. Take a look and see how it's doing. It's almost done, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, that thickened up nice. Gonna be a nice hearty soup. I'm gonna let it cook maybe 10 more minutes and then turn it off.
Hey guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I just ate my dinner. I think I'm gonna end the video here. I'm having a little bit of PVCs. If you guys remember a year ago, January, when I was in and out of the hospital, I was having PVCs. That is like, it's a premature ventricular, like a premature beat in your heart. You can look it up, but they're called PVCs. Anyway, and then that just makes everything off with my pacemaker. So yeah, I'm not feeling good. Been under a little stress lately. And so I think I'm just going to take it easy. Dinner was really good. That soup turned out wonderful. And I look forward to seeing you guys on the next video. Much love to you all. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Peace out.